forward to this day the entire week as we are fired up and ready to go. So I'm just going to get it going as we are out at Casa Maria right here, 2429 South 3rd Street. And I like to pump out that Modelo Yellow every single Thursday. But look, bros, I got the Modelo shirt on. And how about the Modelo sombrero?
I can respect that.
Oh, my gosh, we are ready to go. It's the first day of World Cup, and Mexico will be taking on South Africa later on today, 3 o'clock this afternoon, and we are fired up and ready to go.
That was kind of a weak Modelo Yellow.
I don't think so.
Yellow.
No,
I think it was,
I
actually.
think it was. I was spot on, bro.
All right.
And like
I
normally,
want everybody turning around looking at you.
normally I would step away from the mic when we do it in studio, but it's just right there. There's nothing I can do about it. So, ole, 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 ole. I'll just be doing it all the time. Now, that's more for
Did you tell them that you're Menorcan even though they're all looking at you like, what are you doing?
Well, Augustine.
Because you have the hat on.
Yeah.
You're doing the Modelo Yellow. You're kind of like, culturally appropriating.
Yeah, but my
But you
mother,
have the ancestry. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Did you tell them?
My mother, a proud Mexican, born and raised, one of 10 Vidari children that came across legally and were raised in Southern California, then Northern California. And between my Aunt Tomasa, my Uncle Coquin, all of them, we had such a good time over the years. And we even had one of like Jorge, and I only met him one time down in Mexico, and he played for like one national team when he was, I don't know, maybe U17, something like 17U, whatever. And we were thinking that they were thinking that he might one day make the Mexican national team. That didn't quite work out for him, but whatever. It don't matter. It don't matter. So we're going to be cheering for all the teams that are in action today, including the United States. Okay. The United States will be in action later on tonight. And
No, they won't be.
No, tomorrow night. Excuse me, Paraguay. Tomorrow night. Thank you very much. Straighten me out. Because I'm looking at the lineup of matches today. And the first one is Mexico versus South Africa, 3 o'clock this afternoon. And then you got South Korea, Czechia, you got Canada, you got Bosnia and Herzegovina that are matching up against Canada and the United States and Paraguay tomorrow night with a 9 o'clock. What do you call it, JJ? Is it
Kick?
on the pitch? But on
the pitch.
Just kick? Just a kick.
Yeah,
All right,
9
that's
o'clock.
cool.
9 o'clock kick.
All right.
Well, can't say off, right?
Yeah.
It's on the
Yeah,
kick.
kickoff.
We are
Kickoff, there you
kicking
go.
off.
They
the
have a
World Cup.
kickoff, folks.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
They do that. I just
Wow.
want to phraseology.
We are
bro.
really at the lowest level of knowledge
are.
for soccer
No,
here.
bro. No. You think this is
I
the
need a
lowest?
tutorial.
You think this is the lowest? It ain't. Okay, give it
To
time.
me, it is.
Yeah, let it breathe. But anyway, I was just making sure. I want to make sure that when we get things rolling, that we kind of speak in the right terms.
I like that.
We got our podcast bro right there ready, as he will be live after the United States is victorious over Paraguay tomorrow night.
Don't jinx it, Joe.
All right,
This ain't going to be easy.
okay.
I think people
You
are
just jinxed it right there.
people are overlooking Paraguay. Don't do that.
Yeah, and kind of like I said, it's over last night. So let's get into that a little bit. How many times did you say it was over last night? San Antonio up by 27 at the break. First minute of the game, Karl Anthony Towns gets whistled for 2 fouls. He has to go straight to the bench. There was hardly anything answer-wise for the Knicks in the paint when he was sitting down. And lo and behold, this is how many times has this happened in this series where San Antonio outscores New York for the first 12 minutes of the game, and then at some point New York comes back, and in this case it was the second half.
It's unprecedented, bro. I mean, with all the youth, the energy on this team, you would think they would stay involved in the game. Bro, I'm at the cigar bar. The DJ says, y'all might as well drink. This game is over. And I agreed with him. I said, give me another one. I had a half-lit cigar.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to smoke this thing and I'm going home. But something in my spirit said, don't go. Don't leave.
Same thing last night. I kept watching. I was like,
Yes.
I can't turn this thing off because if I do and they come back, they were down 15 with like 7 minutes to go in the game.
Right.
And I was like,
Yes.
I ain't turning it off. I'm still not turning it off.
I went away 3 times. 3 times thinking it's a wrap. Of course, I went away at the half and then came back. I listened to Chuck and Shaq and all them for a half a minute or whatever, and then went and did something else and came back to it. And I'm like, it's still the same.
You know
okay?
why? You know why you couldn't leave? Because you knew 2 things. Number 1, Spurs are chuckers. Number 2, they still haven't realized get the ball to the 7'5" guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they did early. Okay.
Well, they did in the second half. I
Yeah.
can tell
No,
you that.
they actually didn't early. They just got lucky by drilling threes. They broke the
Yeah,
record
you're
for the
right.
most three-pointers in the first
In the
half.
first half,
and they're
right,
so
right.
stupid that in the second half they immediately took 8 consecutive threes.
It's
And it's like,
chucking
you
it,
know,
man.
the math is going to go back. Like, you know, you're going to start missing these. They never went down low to Wemby the entire game, and it cost them. And Wemby had a bad second half, and it's partly because of that. His teammates didn't help him out whatsoever.
Yeah, it's funny. They call it average and percentages for a reason, because if you take more shots, then the likelihood is that if you were shooting poorly, you might get out of it. But if you're shooting great, you might fall out of it, which is exactly what happened. So where are you? Okay, this is what we wanted. We wanted a 2-2 tie heading back to San Antonio, best of 3. It's 2 in San Antonio, 1 in New York. They'll bounce back and forth. What are you thinking, sirs?
I think the Spurs at home are going to go guns a-blazing. I think they're going to. I think they're probably more than likely. I don't think the Knicks are going to beat them in San Antonio. All right, but I think when they come back to the Garden, I think that the Knicks.
So you're
they
saying
have to close them out in the Garden,
right,
when they come back for San Antonio. But if I'm the Knicks, I'm trying to win that. You've already won 2 there already.
Yeah,
you might as well
very
go in
true.
there and win 3.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to give them any more. Every game that goes by is another opportunity for them to win.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and cancel them out. But I think the Spurs are going to go guns a-blazing when they get back to San Antonio.
Yeah, look, at this point, will anything shock you in this series? I just think it's if the Spurs just realize that Wemby's the best player on the floor,
and they're the better
Knicks
team.
have no
I
answer
feel
to
like
for him.
they've had like these huge leads. They've been the better
Huge.
team. I think it's crazy.
I still think the Spurs could come back and win it, but I do.
Wow.
I do. I
3-1.
think they can.
Do you think they can recover from this 29-point collapse?
We saw in
It's like-
2016.
It's like JJ said, they're the better team, number one. They have a guy that literally cannot be guarded on the floor. I mean, if they somehow realize, let's do what we're supposed to do and run the offense around the 7'5" guy, who plays like a guard.
Yeah. We've said it countless times, and they have done it. They've done it to success. They've been able to wire it through him, but then they go away from it. Like JJ gave the example earlier, they fall in love with the 3-ball, and most teams do. They ain't alone when it comes to that.
Now, 2016, that was LeBron, right, JJ?
Yeah, that was the infamous greatest regular season team of all time in Golden State, having a 3-1 lead, and then the Cavs coming back.
Wow.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen very often in the finals. 3-1 lead, but
that's an anomaly. But we'll
it's
see.
the 10-year anniversary. Why not?
It is. Oh, that's it. That's right.
All right, so you guys chime in, 641-1010. Let us know what you're thinking, especially if you were up and watching. Either you went away, you came back, however you took it in last night. 641-1010, hit the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, and jump in on that subject. Now, we got OTAs that we need to get to, or mini camp, I should say, from yesterday, day before, and the finish today. So let's do our XLP Big 3 with that coming up in just a bit. But Casa Maria, Jack's Beach. It's 2429 South 3rd Street. So if you're used to seeing that intersection where that big gate gas station is, it's diagonal right across the street on the east side of South 3rd Street. And you got the big kind of strip plaza with a lot of different businesses. But when you walk through the main hallway and you see the big patio area, that's Casa Maria. Mm-hmm. And then inside you got this beautiful shotgun bar and some delicious food that they will serve you. We saw some fajitas coming out earlier. Oh, my God.
Bro, that smells good, bro. The onions, the peppers.
So we might be getting into that a little bit later on today, but definitely come on by. And I know plenty of people are already making plans to be here when the match goes off at 3 o'clock.
The House of Mary will be hopping at 3 o'clock.
Oh, my gosh.
Hopping.
And so you got Modelo bucket specials, and, of course, Modelo definitely fired up for everything that's going on throughout the course of the World Cup. We'll keep it rolling. It is XL Primetime. Let's do our XLP Big 3 on the Jags coming up.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies. This World Cup soccer update is laced up by Valvoline Instant Oil Changes and Houston's Meats.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update, sponsored by Liberty Mutual. Only pay for what you need. U.S. Soccer hoping that playing at home will help their cause, although no host nation has won the World Cups. France in 1998, and before that it was Argentina in 1978. Americans open up tomorrow night in L.A. versus Paraguay, and Gio Reyna comes in confident.
We just have to be prepared, be ready to give it our all. Obviously, work on the tactical things that will come up in the next couple of days before the game. But, we believe, if we do all the right things, we can walk away with a win, hopefully.
The U.S., who hosted in 1994, will host 78 of the 104 games, with games also being played in Canada and Mexico. That's where both games today take place. In 3 hours, it's Mexico versus South Africa, and then tonight, South Korea meets Czechia. The next World Cup in 2030 will have 6 different nations hosting. John Stanshauer, Westwood One Sports.
Need to sell your house fast? Whether you're facing foreclosure, stuck with bad tenants, or just ready for a fresh start, House Buyer Network can help. We buy homes as is for cash. No fees, no commissions, no repairs. Get a fair cash offer in just 24 hours and close in as little as 7 days. Call 833-719-5877 now for your free no-obligation offer. That's 833-719-5877. House Buyer Network. Fast cash, no hassle.
Offers are typically below market value in exchange for speed and convenience. Call for details.
O'Reilly. Save money on your next oil change at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic or high mileage motor oil for just $35.95. Power your drive with Mobil 1. Buy 5 quarts, get $15 back, and score a fast and furious prize after rebate. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or shop online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. Wait, is that Ronaldinho? Ronaldinho, you think Brazil will win it all this summer?
Claro que sí. Can I just say, you're my favorite player ever.
Bet all of soccer's biggest matches this summer on Hard Rock Bet. And keep your cool in case you run into Ronaldinho. Download the Hard Rock Bet app and back your country. Roll with us. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Catch the sights and sounds of the great outdoors from anywhere in the city. Go hunting and fishing with Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Favor, and Captain Kirk Walls on the Nimnit Outdoors Show every Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Summer break means the kids are home and your plumbing is working overtime. If something's acting up and backing up, call Duck Duck Rooter. We've got years of experience and honest pricing that's as straightforward as our fixes. With the Summer Splash Plumbing promotion, receive 1 free drain cleaning with any plumbing repair of $500 or more. Fix what's wrong, clear what's clogged, and get back to enjoying your summer.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
Steaks sizzling, drinks flowing, friends gather together. Your dream backyard starts with CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, they build it. Outdoor kitchens, fire pits, fireplaces, and more. Visit CSSFireplaces.com.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Need or want cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Blue here for the Blue Crab House, located right off of San Jose. It's on Jewington Creek Road. They've been around since 1996. Indoor-outdoor dining. Also, takeout is available at the Blue Crab House. Open 4:30 to 9, Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday, noon until 9. Remember, Tuesday, $2 margaritas. Wednesday, $1 oyster night. How about the blue crabs? How about my personal favorite, the Canadian snow crabs? Whatever it is that you fancy, you get it right there. The Blue Crab House.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Dr. George Bari. Bari Orthopedics is your choice when it comes to an injury. We're here for you and your loved ones to deliver excellent treatment and care fast the first time. Trust your care in our hands. Get same-day appointments for your injuries with 3 locations. If it hurts, ask us first. Bari Orthopedics.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
All right, so the Gators, of course, if they think the Jaguars are going to one-up them in stadium renovations, they're sadly mistaken. Jaguars estimated cost for the stadium of the future is $1.4 billion. Florida announced today that they are doing a $1.45 billion renovation of the swamp. And at least, I think a year and a half ago, it was $400 million.
Yeah,
it's now gone to $1.45 billion.
Are the Gators going to have to move home games?
No, they will play all games during the renovation.
And it will stop down, come back up, but
point is, their renovation's very similar to what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Very, very similar.
Do you have a descriptive or a, what is it called, a rendering?
I have a rendering. Yes, I do. I do have a rendering.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Would you like to see it?
Yes, I saw it.
There's the finished product right there.
Yeah, it looks great, but what
there's
I'm looking
no
at,
top like there is here, but it's very similar to what they're doing. They're going
topless, nice.
They are building on the outside, like the frame, right?
Right, which is smart.
And then they're redoing like the concourses and stuff, just like the same thing the Jags are doing.
Yeah, the main goal is to give people a little more breathing room when they're moving about the stadium, and then to give some interactive areas where fans can hang out. There's a lot of new stadiums that have done that instead of you walk on the outside.
By the way, in the entire
of the Jags right now, like let's just say a rain delay, which we had this past year, to see how jammed people were in the concourse area. We all know it needed to be done. It was done in 1994, in 95, whenever they opened up the stadium. So, yeah.
What about your seating? Is the seating going to be the same?
Yes.
Benches?
Close. Yes, they're not doing seats. Still benches.
Wait, so
because
they're
they don't,
spending
because
over
that's
$1 billion and they're
yes,
keeping
but they're
those.
well, I'm going to tell you why. Hang on. So they want to keep the ambiance of the old swamp. They want to have some kind of, throwback to yesteryear, even if it makes everybody uncomfortable. But number two, the money's being spent the entire upper ring of the stadium, okay? It's not, they call it closed, and it's not really closed because that touchdown terrace doesn't connect to either of the ends, okay? But the entire ring outside the touchdown terrace, all the way around the stadium, will all be suites. Right now, it's just that one suite box.
Exactly. And
the entire area
that's
will
where
be
the
all
money's
suites.
at.
Yes, that's where the money is.
And that's
So
on the
are
west
they
side
gonna-
of the stadium right now, and they'll ringing the whole thing.
It'll ring the whole thing.
Are they going to auction off the troughs? Like, just so we can have it as a
kinda have
keepsake.
to, right?
Here
They've
at
been
like
long
1010, we should have it.
They've been long gone.
Have they?
Although,
Thing.
yeah. But it would be a nice.
Are they long gone? I don't think they are.
I wouldn't say long gone, but they're.
No, I'm saying I think they're still there right now.
Well, I remember going into a couple of different restrooms. Now, they may still be in some of them.
Yeah, they're
but
definitely still in some of them.
I'm uncomfortable knowing that if it's.
Last time I
don't
was
remember
at the
seeing
swamp, I was just making fun of too many gators around me in the bathroom. I don't even remember what was happening.
So I saw them probably maybe 2 years ago. So so tell us on the text line, are the troughs still at Ben on Griffin Stadium? Because I believe they are.
Yeah, 641-1010. Hit the text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. All right, let's get to our XLP Big Three. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Big Sur's last day of mandatory mini camp, and we're basically trying to give everybody something new each time we do this. But go ahead and hit it.
All right, my number 3 is, and I'm paying close attention to the offense a lot, especially guard play. So I was watching Macari today. I was watching Hadnot, not Hadnot, Prednot. Yes, he
Had
had
not,
Pregnant. So listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Interiorly, they've been doing some things effectively with the pass rush, with the twist game that's going on, with the run game that's going on. Pregnant has some issues being high. This might be attributed to the fact he's not in pads, but he's coming the ball. Got quick hands. He has very quick hands, especially on pass play.
No flat back though, huh?
It's a work in progress. All right, it's baby steps. All right, the one thing I did notice about him in pass rush is when he's got a double team and he helps the center, he's turning right to help the tackle. So I like that about him. So I'm keeping my eye on the rookie because I already said that more than likely that he'll be starting that by the end of camp. I might have to
back off of that a little bit.
I might have to moonwalk off of that one. I'm not sure. Depends on what he does when he gets past it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My number 3, I guess this is. I mean, after I kneecapped Mullins yesterday, he played better today. He played better. I'm still not convinced he's going to win them games. I'm still not convinced they're
You're
not
probably
gonna
responsible
do
for that.
something. Maybe. I'm still not convinced they're not going to do something at some
take
point.
Credit.
Because it's just you. Yeah, I mean, you got to be you. If you have a team that can make a deep playoff run, which now it really appears like they could.
Yeah.
You got to be able to withstand a 2 or 3 absence of your starter. If he hurts his ankle or he, gets turf toe, whatever.
Sure.
A minor injury. You've got to prepare for that possibility.
I think what you're saying is you don't want to waste a good team with the most important position having an injury.
Yes, you don't want to
have an answer for it.
You don't
I
want to
totally
lose
get
3
it.
games and go from a possibility of 13-4 to 10-7, and then you don't get a home game. You're on the road the entire playoffs.
Right, and we can go back and look at teams that when you lose your starting quarterback, most of the fan base throws their hands up in the air and go, our season's over.
Right.
There have been teams that have been able to have a guy step in and you've not missed a beat. And if you have that guy, you feel a hell of a lot more confident. Now, the thing I believe more than anything else when it comes to Jimmy Gladstone's, Tony Vaselli, the entire brass, Liam Cohen, of course, they all look at it and they go, you know what? Where's that stink? Where's that stink?
The run game.
Because exactly. Well, they say it, I think, every single time they get the players on the field, they say, where's the stink? Where is our weakness? What do we need to do to identify it and answer whatever that question is or whatever the problem is? Now, they think they've answered it with the run game. They're going to go big 13 personnel, throw those tight ends up there, and they're going to try and run the damn ball and set up deep plays down the field. But if they look around right now, like Matt's talking about, coming out of minicamp before you get to training camp and say, you know what? We have a weakness. We have a stink. And we don't like the situation of the backup quarterback.
Give the Titans a
won't sit on
7th
their
rounder
hands.
for Will Levis. Give him a 7th rounder. He knows Cohen's offense. He played well in Cohen's offense at Kentucky. Why not?
I don't know. I don't mind you throwing it out there. It's a good idea. You're the first one to say it, so that's cool. I just want to know that whoever it is right now has a good command on what Cohen is doing right now in the NFL and has been successful. And at the very least, Will Levis was seeing stars and not seeing defenders when he was wearing a Titans uniform. So we'll see.
I got news for you. 16 was seeing stars and not seeing defenders before Liam Cohen got here, too. Okay?
True. Well, at times.
Yes, at times. Yes.
Not like Will
Yes,
Levis.
at times.
Yeah.
Yes, no doubt.
All right. So one of my XOP big threes, I'm just going to throw these 2 cats out together. 18 and 19. 18 and 19 are Josh Cameron and CJ Williams. And I like both of those dudes. They are making plays. They are 6th round draft picks that seem to have a knack for getting open, beating coverage, and making plays. Now, we're talking who is going to fill up that wide receiver room. I hardly think that both 6th rounders are necessarily going to make the team and make a huge impact. But if you go right now, Brian Thomas Jr., you can't count Travis Hunter at least right now because you don't really know exactly what their plans are. We should count him.
I think they're going to count him because it gives him an extra corner.
Yeah, we should.
Which is important for special teams.
But if you do it that way, and there's still room for these 2 cats.
Yes.
So if you do it that way, you got Brian Thomas Jr., Jacoby Myers, Parker Washington, then you throw Travis Hunter in there. Then you got the.
And then you're at 4.
Yeah. Then you got the 4 core.
You got one more.
Yeah, and it's Timmy Jones who just keeps. He's back with the team now. He made a great catch yesterday, by the way. I should have included it in my XLP Big Three. Climbed a ladder.
Of course he did.
It made the big catch. But they have these two young guys, Cameron and Williams, that will be, I think, integral in special teams as well as maybe.
Yeah, our coach, Mark Duffner's told me now, every day we've been out there, he said he's making this team.
Yeah, 18 and 19.
CJ, he's saying, is making the team.
Yeah. So both of those cats look promising. All right, hit another one, Big Sir.
All right, my number 2 is I know it's too early to be smooching on them, but the rhythm between the quarterback and the wide receivers, it's not a lot of balls being hitting the ground, bro. If you watch it, the crispness in the routes and the accuracy and timing that Trevor with the wide receivers, I was watching them go through team when they started the 20 and go into the end zone, bro. It's not a lot of balls hitting the ground. There's a lot of receivers getting open, a lot of catches being made. Even the deep balls have been dimes. But even the out routes towards the sidelines, it's right there. Perfect timing, stuff down the middle. I'm like, I know it's in minicamp, but if we can continue on this path during training camp and into the preseason, we may have us something. As far as the receiving corner route. I mean, because the timing is, the timing right now and the crispness of the routes and the way Trevor's throwing the ball, man, it's a feat for the eyes to see.
Yeah.
All right, so my number 2 is I don't know about Wesley Williams because we really haven't seen much from him.
We have not.
We haven't really seen enough to say anything, but man, Zach Durfee. Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude's long. He's 6'5", he's 258, he's long. He made Adoga look silly today. Again, no pads, pads, but I'm telling you right now, a dude with that kind of explosion off the edge and with that length, if he can continue to have that type of explosion and use his arm and use that bend, he's going to make the team.
I'm going to jump in because Matt and I are kind of vibing on the same thing right there.
Yeah.
Because I had a conversation with BJ Green. We're going to hear that a little bit later on today. But if you're looking, and you can throw Parker Hughes, he certainly doesn't play the same position, but those are defensive guys in the front 7, and Durfee's one of them that has turned heads along with Hughes from that linebacker spot.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at Strigo and you're looking at Green, and it just again depends on how many ends they keep. Okay,
sure.
I'm not sure either one of those guys. If Durfee does what he can do in pads, what he's doing now, I'm not sure either one of those guys are going to keep him off the field.
Yeah,
on a rotation.
Yeah, that's a good rotation. Only thing I wish that I'm not taking anything from his effort. And I just wish a lot of these players, defensive ends, I wish they went up against better offensive linemen. I'm for real, because they get a false sense of security about themselves. I'm just saying they get a false sense of security about themselves going up against bad offensive line play.
So are we back to the Jag versus Jag theory again?
Well, I just wish it was better linemen that were going up against. Not taking away from their effort. They can't control who's out there.
Sure,
because they got to do their job. But I'm just saying that some of the stuff they're getting away with on their pass rush with a better lineman, that's not going to happen.
Bro, he was torching Doug.
I know. I was watching it.
Now, Chuma, let's not forget, Chuma Doga is a backup guy that came in last year that was signed a little bit later than the rest of the free agents, and he battled with McCary for a long time in terms of trying to get that right guard spot.
Yeah, he doesn't have the feet to play tackle.
No. But they have had him in there, and the main reason we got to remember
he's a camp body, that's all.
Yeah.
What are you trying to tell me? When Durfee goes up against Anton, it's going to be a different story?
Different story.
I would say, hell yes.
What about when he goes up against Walker Little?
Walker's better than Adoga. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he's way better than Adoga. Adoga's terrible.
TBD on how Cole Van Lannon fits into all this in terms of a timeline.
Yeah.
But that's why we're seeing Chuma Doga, because there is no Cole Van Lannon. So we got to remind ourselves of that.
I know.
And you hope the hell that Jaguar fans hope the hell he's healthy.
Yes, I do.
And ready to go.
Yeah, because I get tired of seeing him kick and turn. He kick and turn. I mean, he doesn't stretch the defense.
Explain that. What do you mean?
I mean that when he kicks, the first thing he does, instead of kicking again so you can expand the DN to make him go wide, he turns and gives him.
He kicks once and turns.
He kicks once and turns. Okay. I'm watching them all day, and I want to.
So if the guy's quick, he's going right by him.
Going right by him.
Yeah, or he has good bend, which is what Durfee has both of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so let's save the last of the XL3 Big Three coming up in just a second, so you guys can chime in on some of the things you're thinking about as far as this football team is concerned. Raising the floor. Jaguar good, I think, is slowly but surely going out the window. So we'll get into the last of our XLP Big Three coming up. We are at Casa Maria. We are right here on South 3rd Street. Would love to see you drop on by today, especially if you are making plans to watch Mexico and South Africa. That is the first of the World Cup matches. You got Modelo bucket specials that you can take advantage of here, along with some great Mexican food. So check out the menu. You can check out the bar area. You can hang out in the patio outside the courtyard part. See Daddy's making an appearance right now, hanging out. I think he's going to order up a margarita coming up in just a second on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
Hey, it's Brent with our Casa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Our Casa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
After attending a Saturday Bumps and Bruises clinic by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, my son's hip and shoulder issues were diagnosed quickly, and he's back playing. As a busy family, we really appreciate their prompt attention.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy. So you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you.
You may not be able to control the air you breathe on the outside, but you certainly can on the inside of your home. Just call Florida Home AC and ask about the Remy Halo. It's the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
Which school won the first NCAA men's basketball championship?
When your homeowner's insurance policy is up for renewal, it's a good idea to shop around to find a better plan. Southern Oak Insurance for over 20 years provides Floridians a clear option. SouthernOak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The Oregon Ducks won the first NCAA men's basketball championship in 1939. They defeated the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Southern Oak Insurance, our family protecting yours.
Hey, it's Tony from Tony D's New York Pizza. If dinner seems expensive, come grab a pizza that's hot, fresh, and affordable. Feed the whole family without spending a ton. Tony D's New York Pizza. Easy, quick, and always a good call.
You know interest rates are high all over the country, except for right here at Beard's Diamonds. Beard's is rolling back interest rates all the way to zero. That's right. Get 0.0% financing right now through June 30th for 5 whole years. So you can splurge on that $10,000 engagement ring and pay just $167 a month with nothing down. Pick any item. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest charges. Who else does this? Beard's Diamonds is making everything more affordable. Earrings, pendants, bands, bracelets, colored gemstone jewelry, designer fashion jewelry. Now through June 30th, get the best value price Beard's is famous for and enjoy 5 years of interest-free financing. That $3,000 pair of earrings she's been dreaming about is just $50 a month with 0 down. All natural and lab-grown diamonds included. Don't miss this extraordinary smart buying opportunity. Beard's Diamonds, Jacksonville's premier jeweler. Not corporate-owned like everyone else, but locally owned for over 4 decades at the St. John's Town Center. On approved credit, see store for details.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Y arriba yo, mi papá y la chona.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
World Cup action beginning today, and we are ready to celebrate, kicking it off with Mexico and South Africa at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Casa Maria is where we are in Jack's Beach. Mexican restaurant, and they got delicious food. They got it all set up with delicious brands of tequila that they can make and mix a margarita. You might just do a tequila shot, whatever it might be, but they got cold Modelo's. That's the most important thing we can tell you, because you got the Modelo Bucket Special, and Modelo girls will be out here later with free Modelo's.
Of course they will.
And
You're talking dirty to me, and I kind of like it.
And so, Matt, my Modelo bro, making it very clear that he is going to be out here hanging out, having a good time. And the Modelo girls will be setting you up with some cold ones, free Modelos and stuff from 2 to 4 this afternoon. So we would love for you to drop on by, hang out with us, and talk some soccer. World Cup, United States in action tomorrow night. We're actually going to be all over the place with all the World Cup matches, at least before they get to the knockout stage. There's a few that will take place during the day, and then most of them will be at night. So I got at least a few stories from the soccer world that we want to throw at you coming up in just a bit. We've been talking about the NBA and how in the heck did New York come back the way they did last night. You guys can chime in on that, 641-1010. Hit the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. But we also need to get back to our XLP Big Three as we finish it up. And one texter did say to Leon, pregnant and pregnant. You can't be both, okay? All right? You can't be both, all right?
That's true. Pregnant and pregnant.
All right, so give me the last of the XLP Big Three.
All right, my number one is the Heat, bro. All right, I'm going to say the Heat. This is the reason why I say the Heat, because last couple of days it's been moderate, the overcast, a lot of energy. I wanted to see how the players are going to respond to the Heat. Same enthusiasm, same effort. Got after it pretty good. I didn't see any dragging, guys loafing, guys not giving maximum effort. So it lets you know one of two things. That one, they're happy to be out there. Two, they're in shape. Because if they're dragging, because you remember last year the tackle that we got from the Eagles? Remember how he suffered mightily?
Fred Johnson.
Oh, my goodness gracious. He was leaning over, bending.
Didn't he retire or something?
No, he went back.
Went to
He went back
Philadelphia.
to the Eagles.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely went back to the Eagles.
In a deal.
So that was good to see early on. It lets me know that these guys put some effort in to stay in shape. They're concentrating, because tend to see when you get tired, you don't concentrate. A lot of penalties, a lot of drops, a lot of illegal procedures. Didn't see a lot of that today. So it lets me know that this team is not only physically, but mentally equipped to handle the Heat.
So speaking of pregnant, they ended practice, or tried to end practice, with a punt that Pregnant was trying to field. And if he fielded it, practice ended it. If he didn't, they had to run another drill. He dropped it. They ran
So
the drill.
scary. So scary.
They ran the drill. Everybody's yelling at him, jokingly. Ran the drill. They go to the next defensive or offensive or defensive line. This time it's Regis, who we've been told is this elite athlete, the draft pick from Texas A&M, the short, squatty, but 317 pounds.
Nailed to the ground.
Nose guard.
Jelly roll.
Punt goes up. He catches it just like a champ. Practice
Athlete.
over.
Nose tackle.
I love the fact that they've done that. That Liam is kind of added a little fun to it.
Oh yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with keeping it
light,
keeping it a little
fresh.
light, keeping the players a little fresh, keeping everybody pulling for each other. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think they created competition, and they also want to make sure that these guys know how important it is to be assignment rich, smart, ready, prepared, all that stuff. But you still have to cut loose a little bit.
Did you just say assignment rich,
that's
smart?
how you create that fraternity, huh?
Did you say assignment rich, smart?
Yes, assignment rich and smart.
Where's the ecosystem?
Echo chamber.
I got them all. I'll work them in from time to time. But right now, assignment rich and smart. It's like the conversation I had with Foyer yesterday.
I'm going to get assignment rich tattooed on me.
I love it. I love it. Are you going to
right
do it?
next to ecosystem?
Are you going to do it across the back?
After the Super Bowl.
Okay. All right. Well,
if the Jags win the Super Bowl this year, I will get assignment rich tattooed somewhere on my body.
That
I love it,
bro.
Now we have it filed.
Why would you do that,
man? Bro.
Matt,
oh my
assignment rich.
Matt grabbed my arm like, shh.
I grabbed Joe's arm and made me quiet so we could all hear it, man.
Make sure we hear this.
Because I knew you were coming up with some kind of crazy.
I'm documenting
Assignment
this.
Rich.
I was trying to figure out how you were going to put a tattoo of Sophia on your arm, and then right underneath it would say Assignment Rich.
Yeah, I might have to get Assignment Rich tatted before my own daughter's name. Think about that. Do it, Jags. I dare you.
All right. Yeah, I dare you. Let's see if they can pull it off. I think the level of excitement is there. It's real, and I think you can appreciate it. And the brass is confident, but they have said it. I'll make this my last of the XLP Big Three. They have said it either in concert together or individually. If you can't keep this going, whatever you did doesn't matter. 13-4 is in the rearview mirror. And so now you've got to get to a point where you start to repeat success. People start to expect it. Other teams start to respect who you are and what you're about because you keep coming back. Take a look at the number of either repeat division winners or repeat playoff performers.
Yeah.
And, Serge, you live that life.
Yeah, man. Being good feels good.
Yeah.
When you suck, you suck. that's just the matter. That's the truth of the matter. I was fortunate enough to go throughout my whole career and make the playoffs, so I never experienced suck. All right, but this team is experienced good, and they want more of it. They know what it looks like. They know what to do to get it now, and it's a process that Liam is putting them through, like they did last year. Yeah. So we'll see.
Being good raises the investment every year, correct?
Yeah.
For players.
Yeah.
Like it's like you
can never come in the same person.
Right.
You got to elevate your game. Everybody. How you played last year doesn't matter to us this year. You got to elevate.
Especially if you've seen what the rewards of your hard work, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if you don't see it, if you continue to just be jag, and nothing good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then that's what all right, I'm doing my part is basically what it is.
Yeah, the expectations are a lot lower.
The investment's lower.
Yeah, the investment's lower. When you suck, you don't get that extra rep or that extra film or that extra whatever it may be. But when you're good, you get that extra rep. You get that extra run. You get that extra film because you're saying to yourself, that's going to help us win. So it's good. When you're good, it feels good.
And I'll just add one more to it. Yesterday, I haven't seen this before because we would always talk about Leon and the days under TC having to run the gassers and everything like that. And we've seen linemen run at the end of practice before here with this coaching staff. They dropped and were doing push-ups yesterday.
They were doing them today too.
Yeah. And so that's each day now we've seen that. And so that part is also.
How many? 10?
Oh, I would say 40, 50. Like right now, I got my whole lot of Rosie push-up routine.
Do they do
I'm trying to get
one set of 40 or four sets of 10?
I wasn't completely paying attention.
That's a good question. They're not doing 40, bro. That's not happening.
40 is a lot.
At the end of a 2-hour camp, or in the middle of a 2-hour camp.
Bro, we used to run 3-4 gassers.
Bro, again, it's not the same thing.
I've increased my whole lot of Rosie push-up routine. JJ, you'll be proud. I've gone now 52, 52, 48.
Dang.
Okay, before I was going 52, 49, 36.
Although that might end over the next couple of days after what you did prior to the show.
I picked up.
I don't know what you were doing. I was watching you.
You hurt
yourself?
yourself?
Watching the car crash.
All right,
I saw
you knew it was coming.
I should have stopped him, but I was like, what is he doing right now? Tell him what you did, Joe.
I slung so many pieces of equipment last week. The keyboards, the
didn't get hurt.
No
you got
injury
overconfident, bro.
whatsoever. And I was slinging wedges, which I now know are 70-pound speakers. None of that gave me a problem at all. I reach over and pick up the Mexican.
You got to take a picture of what
I do.
You got to put that on. Line.
It's like a beer bottle that's like as tall as a person.
Yeah.
What are we talking weight-wise, you think?
It's a statue of a.
You got to pick it up, sirs, because I'm gonna put it at 6.
I'm not gonna be.
I'm gonna put it at 50 pounds.
You gonna put it at 50
But what
pounds?
I did was I reached with my arm straight out and picked it up
bro,
to move
you got
it.
to bend your knees, bro. Bend your knees.
Because I've got the little 4-foot
elbows in, bend knees, Joe. Come on.
Because at home, Matty the Modelo man set me up with a bobblehead. A 4-foot beer drinking
it's very
coach.
easy to
it was
move.
just, it's just awesome. And I lift him all the time. He's pretty light. I reach and grab this cat little Mexican man right there. And I went to the ground. I'm like, oh my gosh. All right,
You
we'll
went
keep it
to a
rolling.
knee?
Yeah.
Yeah, it went to
I
a
just
knee. Almost, bro.
It hurt bad.
It hurt him.
Yeah.
And something in my spirit said, "Stop him, Liam. Stop it."
I didn't know you went to a
you were
knee.
you were already into it before I could stop.
You were like gingerly walking, so I knew it was something important.
And I don't I am soft. I like to think I'm not, but I am soft. But that one got me. Okay, so I may need a muscle relaxer and Modelo later on tonight. It is XL Primetime, Casa Maria, right here in Jacksonville Beach, South 3rd Street, 2429. Come on by.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. Summertime in your favorite city.
Summer day.
1010 XL.
Summer day.
Your summer station.
It's Men's Health Month, and Ackerman Urology reminds you that early detection matters for prostate health. If you're over 40, now's the time to get checked. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. So don't wait. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Hey, it's Joe C. Wingstop just dropped the boneless meal deal for 2. 20 boneless wings, choice of 4 flavors, a large fry, and 2 dips. All for only $16.99. Limited time. And while you're crushing that deal, get in the Club Wingstop loyalty program. 10 points for every single dollar you spend. Sign up now at 1010xl.com/Wingstop. I'm locked in. You need to be too. Wingstop, baby. Get the deal and get in the club. Bonus meal deal for 2 and Club Wingstop. Limited time only at Wingstop.
Tired of wrestling with your shower curtain like it's a slip and slide gone wrong? Ditch the drama and say hello to a smooth, stylish glass shower enclosure from Baker Glass. Wago Glass is clean, elegant, and makes your bathroom look huge and brighter. Give your shower a makeover and feel like you're in a spa without the price tag. I'm Mac at Baker Glass. Call me and get ready to love your new shower. Let's make your shower great again. Remember, Baker Glass, no one treats you better.
Feel a vibration in your steering wheel at highway speeds? That's not something to ignore, and a standard tire balance might not fix it. At G&H Tires and Service, they offer Road Force Balancing, an advanced system that simulates how your tire actually performs on the road to detect hidden issues. It goes beyond traditional balancing to reduce vibration, improve handling, and extend the life of your tires. Newer vehicles, especially with low-profile tires, demand this level of precision. Drive smoother. G&H Tires and Service on Beach Boulevard, where your ride gets dialed in right.
Attention golfers. The all-new Back 9 Golf Lakewood is now open with free hour demos, discounts on founding memberships, 24-hour access, and you can even bring your own food and drinks. University in San Jose. Back 9 Golf Lakewood.
Hi, folks. Frank Frangie for the farm at Okefenokee. My wife and I and a bunch of friends just got back from the farm, and we had an incredible experience. We toured the regenerative farm, as well as the beautiful handcrafted cabins, and were treated to a fantastic farm-to-table dinner created by Congreve and Penn. Man, was it good. Well, you can learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com. And even hear my interview with farm co-founder Doug Davis to learn even more about this amazing property. That's okefarm.com.
Ready to put your dream car in drive? Get solid rates for the road ahead when you finance with First Florida Credit Union. Enjoy competitive low rates, up to 90 days of no payments, and budget-friendly protection plans. Whether you're buying a vehicle or refinancing, stop by a branch or apply online at firstflorida.org/autoloans. Membership eligibility required. Interest accrues during loan payment deferral period. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit firstflorida.org/autoloans.
I'm Rick Ballou. DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Florida. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in Florida, so whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you are in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Florida, the world's biggest stage in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with the code 1010XL, spend $5 and get $200 in total rewards. That's code 1010XL in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss, market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim issued in non-withdrawable. Predictions, dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th terms. DKNG.co/predictions promo.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
You're about to reach the glory, only one step away. All the highs and lows.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
You got that right. Cool air from Florida Home AC, always great. Make sure you check them out. 777-4300. We are hanging out at Casa Maria, beautiful Jacksonville Beach. It's a great day. Now, it's a little warm, but this is sunny sunshine that you expect in the Sunshine State. And you can come on by Casa Maria right here on South 3rd Street, 2429. It's diagonally right across from the Big Gate gas station, and you can roll on in. They'll have the patio with TVs set up outside, but inside you can enjoy delicious Mexican menu. Even the chips and salsa, outstanding to start the day. And by the way, Modelo with bucket specials, and they will be all over town, but you definitely can enjoy it today with Modelo right here. Modelo girls from 2 to 4 p.m. handing out Modelo beers and Modelo swag. And as a matter of fact, Matty, my Modelo man, told me that they're also going to be at Lemon Bar tomorrow night during the USA match. And so you can drop on by and check them out there at Lemon Bar as well. So we got all sorts of things to get into. But as we've been talking about the Jags, I want you guys to hear the conversation that I had with BJ Green, who is, I think, and Matt, you just mentioned it, is he going to be a rotational player, or is a Zach Durfee or some of these other guys going to step up and maybe take some of that playing time away? Here's the conversation I had during mandatory minicamp.
Now, Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors takes you in the locker room.
Joe C. from XL Primetime. Pleasure to say hello to BJ Green. He's one of the dudes that you will see coming off the edge, rushing the passer. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. Just got another day of practice, one thing at a time. We're kind of unwinding right now in terms of OTAs. We just started mini camp, so it's just about putting those things, the attention to detail. You know, he wanted us to attack today, so I pride myself on doing that, being intentional with the little things every day. So
I think it's a great testament to your hard work. First off, you were an undrafted player, and you made this 53-man roster. Here you are a year later, and you're competing again for a key backup job. What has this journey been like for you?
Man, this journey, I think it's a testament to the best that we have here. So my rookie year, coming into a room where we got guys, $200 million defensive ends in front of me that I can learn from and they can pour into me. Having a guy like Aaron Armstead on the inside, because, I played bouncing around. I'm a rushman, so it means I can rush from anywhere. So just being able to see those different perspectives, them teaching me how to rush at this level, learning the stuff that I learned in college from the different coaches that I had, and just using all that to have the year that I had last year. It was a good year for them, but it wasn't a good year in my standards and what I know I can be. And actually sitting across from a guy like Devin Lloyd, who was a Pro Bowler, seeing what he put into the game, what it took for him to get there, I had no choice but to work hard going into this offseason, but to attack my offseason, knowing what I could be. So just to answer your question, I've just been focused on what can I do to make BJ Green better. And when I know I focus on that, and as well as being a team player, I know everything will work itself out.
So what has Anthony Campanile asked you from year one to year two to do, either do better, do more of, that type of thing?
Be you with us. I think that's the biggest thing. Just be you with us, be disciplined. We're trying to be good guys who are trained in violence. That's one of the things he preaches to us. It sounds cliche, but having all 11 guys be trained in violence, be running to the ball, everybody's doing their job with intention and just coming out there knowing that we're going to go out there and whoop ass. I'm sorry for everybody's out there whooping ass, so that's really what he had text from us every day. But at the end of the day, those are the type of people we already are, so he's not really asking us to do anything but be ourselves.
Yeah, I think Jaguar fans fully get what he has brought to the table. You compare what this defense was years before under other defensive coordinators, this is night and day compared to what they had, and that's the energy you guys are bringing.
Yeah, of course, and I think that when you have guys, like I said before, you got $200 million defensive end in front of us, but aside from the contracts, you got two quality human beings like Josh and Trey. They aren't just some flashy guys. They're guys who come out here pre-practice, who are doing their work with intention, making sure that they do all those stuff, the little things. They're not too above getting the nitty-gritty work. So when they go out there and attack their craft like that, you have no choice but to step into the play and attack your craft. And everybody's role is different, so it's just about owning your role and attacking it all the same. That way, when it's your time to go up and it's time for you to step on the play, you're going to knock it out the park. So.
You guys were good in takeaways, 36 of them last year. You need to get to the quarterback more. I'm guessing that's one of the missions that Campanile seemingly charged you and others with. So what has that discussion been like?
Man, cut it loose, go. Like that's all he said. Like he don't want to like taking some of the responsibility off of us, but just go. Like go. You ain't got to think about nothing. Just go out there and be you, be us. Like that's one of the things that he prides himself on. He's not one of those guys like. He believes in us, and he makes sure to let us know that every single day. And I think that's a testament to who he is as a person. Like he's going out there, he's like, go out there, be you, go out there and rush, raise hell, wreak havoc. And I think like when we get that and we see like just the fact that you can, it means more when you have somebody in that corner that who believes in you, because you want to go out there and prove him right every single time. So every time he goes out there, you know, he shows us those boxing videos. You can ask anybody. Like I think sometimes we in there watching boxing more than we watching football, but I think it helps because like when you go out there and we're running to the ball and you see them holding that ball like that, you see everybody cock back like we're ready to punch it. So I think that helps. But just the fact that the belief is what shows up when it comes to rushing the passer, because like we have the power to believe that changes everything.
Talking BJ Green, and when we take a look at the depth chart, and I'm looking at the defensive line, and I look at the fact that they only went with Wesley Williams and Durfee late in the draft. That says a lot about what two undrafted free agents in BJ Green and Danny Strigo were able to do last year.
Man, like I said before, the power of belief is a strong thing. So just the fact like they don't really like, they're not the type of people that are going to come here and pat you on the back every once in a while. The expectation is still the expectation, but just the fact that like you had that belief and they come in there and they speak life into you, you have no choice but to go out there and prove them right every single time. And that's no case for us to feel satisfied. Like I said, you come out here, you have to earn it every day. That's the culture that we have here. Like you have to come out here, put your best foot forward, because at the end of the day, it is a competition. But just the fact that they have that belief in us, they give us that right to go out there and rush and raise hell and wreak havoc. It's a great feeling.
All right, real quick on college. You played at Arizona State, then you went to Colorado. You were a teammate of Travis Hunter, coached under Deion Sanders, born in Atlanta. You've seen some stuff. Travis Hunter, just give us a little idea of what you think he's capable of this year.
I've seen what he's capable of. That dude's a unicorn. Like I said, like when I was at Colorado, sometimes it'd just be like 10 guys and then Travis on the other side of the field cutting off a whole other side. But just having a guy like that, especially a guy like him, is a D-lineman's best friend, because I know I got some time to go back there and get that quarterback. So when you have a guy back there who you know is working hard to clamp up the best of the best, you have no choice but to go down there and take down the quarterback. So I know when he has that time and opportunity and he comes back healthy and stronger than he was before, he's going to be what I know he can be. So like it's no point in like really speaking too much hype into him. He knows what he is. I know what he is. Like I let Travis be Travis at the end of the day. Like I see all y'all, like people are just now seeing that stuff. People saw it in college, but when he does it up here and everybody's all ooh ah, I'm just on the sideline like, well, it's another day at the office. That's Travis. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's sidebar from football. I look on BJ Green's Instagram account and I see a cover photo of this cat right here. What is that? So is that something you're interested in digging?
I've been just looking at, I think like when you have those different outlets outside of football, it really helps you hone your craft when it comes to football. And I've really just been looking at just creative outlets that spew into other areas, other areas of just expertise. Like you look at guys like Martellus Bennett, who's with Disney right now. He's doing the show Hey AJ. Like he was doing football and he was doing like movies and stuff. So I'm really big into movies. So I got to go to Hollywood and see like Disney and got to, you know, shadow him for a day, see what they do over there. Cool. Just seeing like the clothes and stuff. I went to New York and, you know, I met my stylist there, you know, Phil. Shout out to Phil. But just seeing those different stuff, seeing those areas and those avenues of expression, it really helps you. Like it's helped me in terms of pass rush, because pass rush is like painters. Like everybody paints differently. You got abstract guys, you guys who like to paint inside the lines, and like, you know me, like every brushstroke is different. You got to find your craft, your certain artistic style when it comes to pass rush. My artistic style is different from everybody else. So it all goes back to who is BJ Green as a rusher, who is BJ Green as that. I know exactly who I am. So it's more about having that confidence and that expression of going out there and doing it every single day. And I think that's what I'm doing in year 2.
Life outside of football is fun. BJ, man, we appreciate your time.
Man, thank you.
Best of luck.
Man, thank you guys, man. Shout out 10-10.
All right, shout out 10-10 from BJ, number 95, and we'll see how much he improves from year 1 to year 2. I'm fired up for all those guys, especially the ones at the bottom of the roster, making it a bit better for your Jaguars. We are hanging out at Casa Maria right here on South 3rd Street, 2429, getting ready for Mexico and South Africa with Modelo Bucket Specials. Modelo girls coming by at 2 o'clock this afternoon with beer that they're handing out and free swag. Come on.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. When Florida wins, she's sunshine and beach waves. With the Gator Heartbeat. Lauren Brooks on Helmets and Heels. Afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
Yeah, I know how awful it is to get injured, but not like my friend Tom, who got rear-ended last year. Tom McMahon is here. Morgan & Morgan can help you. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the nation. 1,000 lawyers, 100 offices across the nation, and over $30 billion recovered. And guess what? They don't get a single penny unless you do. A proven track record with backup. Hard to find these days, but not with Morgan & Morgan. For the people, that's right. Get injured due to someone's neglect, get paid. Dial pound law or check out forthepeople.com.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I can tell you as Walk-Off Charities has grown, we now manage a large athletic facility with numerous fields, including the Bregan Baseball Complex. To get around, we needed a good, reliable golf cart. I went straight to Dynamic Drives and Design in Jack's Peak. I met with Travis, told him exactly what our needs were. Would you believe before you knew it, the perfect cart was delivered to us at an incredible price? If you need a golf cart, Travis and his team are the go-to. Learn more about them at dynamicdrivesdesign.com.
Gators in the morning, Florida for lunch, a late night Gator snack. Whenever you're ready, the Gator Podcast channel is too. Set up by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists on the video and social channels of 1010XL.
What if your next fun day out costs you $70 to play all day? That's exactly what you get at the Battalion Airsoft Arena, the only indoor airsoft battlefield in Jax. Skip the same old boring entertainment choices and step into real action with your crew. Perfect for birthdays, company team building, graduation parties, or just epic weekend fun. No experience, no problem. The Battalion package includes everything: gun, mask, and ammo with unlimited play. So lock in your mission now at BattalionAirsoftArena.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars, WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach, WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Picking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Hey, you playing poker tonight?
Only if it's at Best Bet.
Cash games or tournament?
Why not both?
I heard the action has been crazy lately.
Well, there's great games, fun crowd, drinks flowing. It's the best poker in town.
All right, text the group. We're all in.
Your game starts at Best Bet. Whether you're chasing the final table or out for just a fun night, Best Bet is your place for poker, food, drinks, and nonstop action. With 3 area locations, there's a Best Bet near you. Details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Hey, it's Greg, and I'm now 4 weeks into my Awaken 180 journey to lose 40 pounds in 10 weeks, and I'm already down over 20 pounds. That's average 5 pounds a week. I'm eating real food, good food, and feeling satisfied. And yeah, people are noticing. I'm getting comments like, "You're looking slimmer," or "When's the last time you wore that shirt?" That feels pretty good. You know, some people ask, "Hey, are you taking the shots or pills or whatever?" But my doctor advised me about the potential long-term side effects and the commitment. You know, a shortcut was not the answer. I wanted a realistic solution that definitely works. A clear plan with an actual human coach so I'd learn the right way to lose weight quickly and safely and keep it off. And that's exactly what Awaken 180 has given me. A clear, easy plan to lose 40 pounds in 10 weeks. And I'm already halfway there. So look, if you're unsure or been putting it off or like me, just finding excuses, I'm proof that Awaken 180 works. How would you feel being down 20, 40, even 100 pounds? Make the choice. Go to awaken180weightloss.com.
Have been announced by the conference office and ESPN. With SEC Network for the Gators Eastern Conference has announced that the game against Georgia on October 31st in Atlanta will kick off at 3:30.
And will be televised on ABC. Right now, 89 degrees at 105. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
We are hanging out. 1 o'clock hour is hit Casa Maria. And look, if you need permission when to shoot tequila, we can obviously give you that permission in the 1 o'clock hour. We are hanging out at beautiful Casa Maria. And that song right there that JJ just pulled is a brand new hit with Midland. That was one of the bands that I got to see at Old Red last week. But the premiere of this song is coming out tomorrow. Shooting Memories with Tequila. That's not bad, right?
I just love the song title.
Yeah.
Shooting Memories with Tequila.
And so Joe Clemens is the songwriter on this, and Joe
Crondo's shaking his head like been there, done that.
Yeah. And so Clemens is taken in a game with Joe C and BC from section 137, if I give it away. Anyway, Jaguar fan, but wrote this song. And so Midland did not debut this last week, but it is being debuted tomorrow. So Shooting Memories with Tequila. You can do it here, Casa Maria. Of course, you got the Modelo Bucket Specials. That's what we are all about today. You drop on by. Modelo girls will be here from 2 to 4. You've got, obviously, all sorts of soccer to enjoy this afternoon with Mexico and South Africa to start, and then into the night. So if you want to come enjoy a cold Modelo, Casa Maria, don't forget they will be at Lemon Bar tomorrow night. So there's all sorts of things going on with Modelo. And just kind of set up the week that we have enjoyed and still will enjoy, guys. Think about this. Monday night, NBA Finals, Game 3. Tuesday night, Stanley Cup, Game 4. Wednesday night, we had Game 4 of the NBA Finals, the World Cup beginning today. Then you've got USA Paraguay tomorrow, Saturday NBA Finals, Game 5, and the World Cup, and then UFC Freedom 250 on Sunday. How's that work?
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good, bro.
And we say this is not a good time to enjoy sports because there isn't any our brand of football.
Well, you can put the remote on the belly and don't go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of good stuff. All right, we got Ryan.
And then of course the major next week.
Well,
the major that kicks off, the pretty important major.
Yeah, on Monday. Yeah, and you got all that to look forward to next week. This is just a 7-day stretch that we have from Monday to Sunday, which is pretty dang cool. And UFC 250, I believe, is going to be on the lawn at the White House. And can you imagine what the security is going to be like for that bad boy? Let's go back real quick to the Brendan Sorsby story, because we got to visit with Ryan O'Halloran coming up here in just a bit, but we at least need to talk a little bit about what has happened. Every 24-hour cycle seems like there's always something new that's coming up news-wise. What is the latest with Sorsby?
Well, I mean, the Big 12's potentially going to try to find a way to penalize him.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what the penalty will be, if they'll prevent him from playing. Of course, Texas Tech has said that any penalty that's levied upon him or the program will be challenged in court.
Here's what's so beautiful about this. They judge shopped the Sorsby camp to make sure that they found the right guy.
Let's make it very clear.
Yeah.
Texas Tech had nothing to do with him hiring Jeffrey Kessler or Judge Shop.
I can't believe you're kissing the rear end of the Texas Tech.
No, I'm not. Now it's no, I'm not. Okay, he did that. What Texas Tech should have said all along was, I don't care what you do. You're not playing here. You can play somewhere else if you want. You're not playing here.
But guess what, Matt? They still haven't, because they never will.
No, that's what I'm saying. Right, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing. What I'm saying is he did it. What they should have done was, look, if you want to play, fine. You're not playing here.
Right.
Go somewhere else where somebody else will take you.
But in no way, shape, or form were they going to do that. This is the classic part of this. They got the judge that they wanted. They fast-tracked this bad boy. They give an injunction to clear him to play. He's going to sit out 2 games against Abilene Christian and Oregon State. So this all happened in a minute. We know how slow courts and proceedings can be, and this one happened in a minute. you got to love it. A Texas court scheduled Brendan Sorsby's trial against the NCAA for February 8th, 2027.
Right, but the appeal
2 weeks after the national championship.
Right, but the initial appeal is going to be heard in the next couple of weeks. So the NCAA still has a chance. Now, the problem is the Court of Appeals they're going to in the state of Texas, the 4 judges, or was it 3? 3. They're all Texas Tech law grads. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to vote for Sorsby, but that's right now the one hope that the NCAA has. And then if that doesn't work, then you go to the CFP, which again I told you guys earlier this week that it is not sanctioned or built by the NCAA. It has nothing to do with the NCAA. It's an LLC on its own.
An independent.
What they could say is we're worried about the integrity of our playoff. We're not. If you play him, we're not voting for you.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
Odds are
not going to happen.
Yeah.
Odds are they'll get sued too.
Yeah, litigation.
Yeah. Which it drives you crazy, but that's where we are. It is going to be allowed when it's all said and done, and they're going to keep kicking the can down the road until whatever litigation takes place, saying, hey, he's now ineligible. He's already off to the National Football League. We'll see where it goes, but let's say hello to Ryan O'Halloran. That's where we're going next as we were hanging out at Casa Maria. You got World Cup soccer throughout from now until July 19th with the World Cup final. Make Casa Maria and Nicole Modelo one of your stops as you are hanging out here this afternoon. Come on by. Modelo girls from 2 to 4. They kick off Mexico, South Africa at 3 this afternoon.
XL Prime Time, driven by Duval Ford. Feel the spirit of the city. Proud to be Jacksonville Sports Radio, 1010XL.
For the greenest, luscious lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why we are North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on South Side and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Jacksonville is thinking teal, and so are Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. It's Jaguars Today, breaking down everything Jags and NFL. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. Weekdays 10 to noon on 1010XL.
I'm local attorney Rick Alexander. In my 30 years practicing law, I've learned you never want to choose money over health. It's always a bad deal. Unfortunately, when someone screws up and you get hurt, that choice is gone. Your only choice is whether you face the future with a lawyer or without one. If you're hurt because somebody screwed up, call me at the practice. The Alexander Law Practice, 904-400-6600 or alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Homeowners running out of space in your kitchen, closets bursting at the seams, or maybe your bathroom just feels outdated and cluttered. At Harvest Construction and Remodeling, custom cabinets are what they do best. Owner Scott spent years as the main cabinet installer for one of the region's largest big box retailers. As a family man growing his own business, he brings that experience directly to homeowners like you. They'll create beautiful storage solutions that improve look, feel, and function. Visit harvestrenovations.com.
License number CRC 1331012.
For every special occasion, Kuhn Flowers can deliver a beautiful floral arrangement with a click, a call, or a visit to one of their beautiful showrooms. This is Hacker. When you need to show someone you love that you remembered, think Kuhn Flowers.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about not being afraid of the crosses of life. Life can be difficult. Maybe today you're carrying a cross of worry or stress. Let me encourage you to remember that when Christ got on the big cross at Golgotha, he destroyed all the little crosses that we face in our life. He set us free from fear, worry, and anxiety. Our job is not to be carried by the cross, but to be carried by our faith.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
In the fight against Alzheimer's, now is the moment we've been waiting for. With new treatments emerging in the fight against Alzheimer's and dementia, now is the time for hope and action. Held in over 600 communities nationwide, the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is the world's largest fundraiser for care, support, and research to fight the disease. So get out, get moving, and join the Walk to End Alzheimer's, November 7th, downtown Jacksonville. Join the movement at alz.org/Jacksonville.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Always a treat to visit with our man Ryan O'Halloran, and we are hanging out at Casa Maria on South 3rd Street, 2429 South 3rd Street. If you guys want to come on by, you definitely need to be here for Mexico and South Africa when they kick off at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Modelo specials, giveaways, free beer, free swag. Modelo Girls will be here at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Rah, rah, rah. Let's say a little Ryan O'Halloran. Ryan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. 2 o'clock for the ladies?
Yes.
All right, I'm on the way.
You can be here, man.
All right.
You can be here taking it all in. Let's get into mandatory minicamp. And it's so funny because mandatory, you throw that word around and you think, well, some of these guys don't want to be there. It looked pretty obvious. Everybody wanted to be there. They were fired up. What did you think of the days of work that you took in?
I mean, I thought it was good stuff. And when you get to this point where it is mandatory, they can be there in the building longer. They can run a longer practice. And guys can see the light at the end of the tunnel. They can see vacation coming up probably a week from today. But I thought yesterday with the fans there, I thought it was an entertaining practice. The red zone, the defense held a clear advantage, 8-1. I thought, and Matt talked about Nick Mullins yesterday. I thought he wasn't good early, was better late. I thought Carter Bradley threw a couple of good passes. And my final thing, everybody's talked about Brian Thomas, but I thought Parker Washington and Jacoby Myers have both been lights out this month.
Yeah. Speaking of Brian Thomas, I mean, he's clearly been the star. I mean, those deep balls, him and Trevor, the connection. I mean, it's important that those guys click right now, right? Is that not right?
I think so, Leon, especially after last year. And I was telling somebody else yesterday that, I got here in mid-August and started watching training camp practice with high expectations of Brian Thomas. He was terrible in camp. And then he wasn't able to flip the switch. So, hey, start over, start building that foundation with Trevor Lawrence, which you never had. And now, hey, it's just non-contact practices, but you have a little bit of a foundation. You start adding to it in August, and you're ready to go for week 1. So of all the guys who had good springs, I thought it was most important for Brian Thomas to have a good spring.
So, Ryan, I said this yesterday. I want to get your thoughts on it. I think the fact that Brian Thomas has played so well in this limited stuff without pads has kind of overshadowed the fact that the ball's not touching the ground when Trevor throws it. He looks really good right now.
Yeah, I agree. And I'll start with the 2 bombs to Thomas yesterday. That's something this team really didn't have a lot of last year, was that stretch the field vertically because Thomas was such a non-factor. But I thought Lawrence has looked sharp the first 2 days of mandatory minicamp, and when he's when the pressure comes, he's not aborting the play. He's throwing it to somebody because that's what you do at this time of year. But I like some of the stuff he's doing 16 to 20 yards downfield on the in breakers, the out breakers, the corner routes. And I think that's what they want to do better at this year is throwing it deep down the outside part of the field.
Talk with Ryan O'Halloran. You can definitely check him out on X, of course, Jacksonville.com, and the Florida Times Union. The number of weapons, I feel like, it's the biggest part of this story, Ryan, and the crispness of how they're operating right now, as you said, compared to a year ago, even really throughout training camp, BTJ was not good. And so to point this out is pointing out a positive when there was a definite negative before.
Yeah, and this is what they should be doing in year 2 of the same system with largely the same cast. And, it looked, several of the practices I saw this month or last month were, okay, these are the stuff you should see early in regular training camp before the pads go on. So now they should hit the ground running July 28, 29, whenever they report. And obviously at the first couple without pads, but I think this is what Liam Cohen had intended, and this is what he hoped back in March when he talked about, hey, having coordinators back, a lot of players back, get off to a little faster start in the spring. I think they've accomplished that. And, they're far from a finely tuned machine, but I think they should be happy with what they got done.
Now, Ryan, we know in 707 it's a clear-cut advantage for the offensive team as far as the wide receivers and the quarterback because there's no pass rush. But the back end of their defense, they've been active, bro. They've been breaking up passes. They've been defending. They've been intercepting the ball. I mean, I'm very impressed with the back end of the defense, the way they're playing in camp so far. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, Liam Cohen said that he thought the secondary was greatly improved. And keep in mind, as you guys know, no Jordan Lewis, no Travis Hunter at corner. So they are getting a lot of the young guys are getting a chance. Jabbar Muhammad had an interception yesterday. He's taking advantage of those reps. Jerry and Jones is getting a lot of snaps against Washington and Myers. That will only help him. And so at safety, you see, I think Antonio Johnson is going to be the starter opposite of Eric Murray. Like Caleb Ransaw, this was a good camp for him to see if he can create a role in a sub-package situation. So they should feel good about their depth and their quality at corner and safety.
So Durfee had a nice practice today. We haven't seen much from Williams yet. What do you look when you start looking at the edge behind, obviously, the two starters? How would you like to see that play out in training camp?
I think it's still a concern, even if they don't think so, because it's great to have confidence in Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker, but how about if one of them gets hurt? How about if they really do want to move Trayvon Walker inside on third down? What is your level of confidence in a Strigout, in a Green, in a Williams, in a Dufresne? So, to me, the veteran edge market has not really started yet. I think these veterans are like, well, I want to kind of minicamp. I think they should be on the lookout for one of those guys. I think they do like Green as a third down guy. They like Strigo as a first and second down guy, I think. So that said, I thought they created some pressure, even though there's no pad. But I do think that edge spot is something to monitor once the pads go on and during those joint practices and preseason games to see, okay, do they have enough there after Hines, Allen, and Walker?
So I feel like if any of this happens, Ryan, is that your clock doesn't really restart until you get closer to training camp or into training camp to maybe sign one of these guys. Does that feel like the same timeline for you?
Yeah, and because I think if you're a team like the Jaguars and you're interested in a veteran edge, you want them in play when you report because they got to pick up the defense. You got to make sure they'll have to work their way into shape. I don't care if they've been training on their own or with their personal guy. Wearing a helmet is different than just having regular training sessions. So you're not going to overwork somebody like that, but you just want to get them up to speed, get them ingrained in your culture. So if they haven't done it by the time they report to camp, it's either the price isn't right just yet or they feel really good about the group they got.
All right, Ryan, I haven't slept well tonight because Walker Little and Adoga are my left tackles, okay? So I haven't seen any movement as far as Anton or even Wyatt Milo. Do you think they'll transition those guys in training camp? Because I haven't seen anything in minicamp so far.
Well, my takeaway from that of Anton Harrison playing entirely right tackle is they feel good about Cole Van Lannon for week 1. Maybe that's a leap on my part, or they feel good about him for week 3 and say, hey, let's get by with Walker Little for weeks 1 and 2, but let's make sure Harrison is entrenched and ready to go on the right side. If that's their strategy, I agree with it. But yeah, it's Walker Little, and Gary Smith from our paper will have a story on Walker in tomorrow's paper. It's a heck of an opportunity for Little to sort of show he can play that position, even if it may not be here.
All right, so World Cup, U.S. have a chance?
No. I'll watch the games with background noise. There's so many other more exciting teams in this tournament, but if they can get out of the group and then win a game, people are talking about the quarterfinals. I mean, here's my problem with USA Soccer is the bar is so low. I mean, they lost to Germany in their final tune-up match, and all I read about was, well, how great they played, how encouraging was it? You still lost on your home soil. So, if
baby steps, Ryan, baby steps.
Yeah, I mean, 2026, they're still there doing that. But I guess for the U.S. of A, you hope they at least make it to the final 16.
Did you ever in your life think you would see Lionel Messi at Jordan-Hare Stadium with War Eagle?
No, I came across that and I was like, I recognize that stadium. And I couldn't really pull it together until I saw the big A&U. But here's my Lionel Messi story. I think he was like 17. I saw him play at the Beijing Olympics in China.
Yeah.
And because that's an under 20, I think that's an under 21 tournament. He was like 17 or 18. And so that was my claim to fame of being able to watch him in person for the first time. But I mean, he's one of the great stories of the tournament, along with some other big names for other countries.
That's pretty cool. All right, you mentioned one of the pieces in the paper that's coming up. Tell everybody what else they can get with Jaguar coverage.
Yep. So in today's paper, I talked to Antonio Johnson about his jersey switch and how he is honoring his late brother with that, going from 26 to 6. We'll have Walker Little in the paper tomorrow. And then just a non-Jaguars column, I talked to Alex Ricker, Gilbert, and Nick Morrow, the local athletic directors, about the Texas Tech debacle, and got their insight just to localize that story a little bit.
All right, sounds good, my brother. You will be on the lead tomorrow with Hayes Carline.
No lead tomorrow.
No
I
lead.
think they're at the Kingfish.
Oh, okay. Does that mean you? Does Franchi got a leg out a fifth day, or what's going on here?
Yeah, he has an IV in now.
All right, beautiful. Sounds good, man. Thank you.
All right, thanks, fellas.
All right, at Ryan O'Halloran on X and Jacksonville.com. You mentioned Messi and Ronaldo and all those. 41 years of age is Ronaldo. And Lionel Messi will be with Argentina, 38 years of age. And so those are the two elder statesmen, no question about it, when it comes to that. Now, normally we do a Pacifico Perfecto, but since we are here with Modelo, let's still fire up the ukulele and treat it as a Modelo Perfecto. And so,
still beachy. Anyway, you look at it, it's beachy.
It's just, yeah, oh yeah. Look, I live in the Mexican lager, the Modelo Pacifico Corona world. I love them all, okay? With or without a lime, that's for sure. But let's just fire this one up. And this is more down JJ's alley, but the top goal scorers in the history of the World Cup. Can you name them in the history of the World Cup?
I'm going to say Pele.
And I'm going to twist my
Miroslav Klose.
What do you think? I'm going to try and cheat?
I'm just making sure.
I'm going to say Pele and
Pele's all I got too.
And I'm just gonna call it top international goal scorers all time.
Well, that's not what you asked.
I know that. That's why I'm trying to amend it right now, because I just moved my laptop away from Matthew Hayes. So top international goal scorers all time.
Ronaldo.
In the World Cup?
No,
or just
he changed the question. Now it's
I know he did.
People.
Right now, it's got to be Ronaldo, right?
So can you give me the top three?
I let y'all have this one.
All I know is Ronaldo. Can't be. Well, Pele maybe in there too. Pele.
Yeah.
No, you still got to go with the top two we just named, Ronaldo and Messi. They are at the top. 143 goals for Ronaldo. Messi with 116. And then after that, a cat from Iran with 108 goals. So those
Pele
two
on that
dudes, as I look down, I do not see him.
Wow.
Yeah. And so you would go
The
from
greatest soccer player ever?
Yeah. It's Ali Dai, and then you have a dude from India, a dude from Belgium, Malaysia, but at the top, Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, the top international goal scorers all time. All right, we'll keep it rolling. We got a giveaway right now as JJ's going to hook one of our lucky listeners up.
Yeah, I have a pair of voucher tickets to see the Jumbo Shrimp at any game this season, any home game. The Shrimp are at home against Gwinnett this week in a 6-game series, so be car number 4 right now at 641-1010, and I'll hook you up.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
Fridays on 1010XL are evolving.
Introducing The Lead with Hayes Carline and Ryan O'Halloran.
4 to 6 Friday afternoons on 1010XL.
This is Patrick Malarkey. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist did a PRP treatment on my knee, which was absolutely painless, and now I feel fantastic.
David Garrard here, and PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is still working well for me. When I needed professional orthopedic care, I chose Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. My knees thank me every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Hey guys, Hicken here. You know Zero Res won't let rising gas prices stop you from having a clean and healthy home. Flash sale time, baby. Oh yeah, call and book Zero Res this week. You get 3 rooms carpet cleaned for $149 and you get a 4th room for free. Flash sale, a no-brainer if you have 4 rooms in your house. Flash sale also includes $75 off air duct cleaning. So this week only, visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and tell them 1010XL sent you for the flash sale.
Zero Res.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. If you love your dad or husband, but their garage is a mess, I've got good news for you. Closets by Design's Father's Day sale is here. Imagine custom cabinets for tools and beach gear, storage walls that actually organize the chaos, and durable new garage flooring that makes the whole space feel brand new. It's the perfect gift for just about any dad. Right now, get 40% off plus an extra 15% off plus free installation. Stop by their showroom on Phillips Highway to see the possibilities for yourself. Or online, closetsbydesign.com.
Summer's here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your backyard with Superior Fence and Rail. Get the fence you've been wanting with 12 months financing and no interest, so you can enjoy more privacy, more security, and more curb appeal without the upfront stress. Make your outdoor space ready for summer. You must have credit approval from our third-party financial institution. Call today or visit SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
When the world turns its attention to the beautiful game, the most passionate fans know the best seat in the house isn't always in the stadium. Modelo celebrates football and the world of nations playing for the cup. 48 teams, 104 games. Wherever you choose to watch, make it the best seat in the house with a Modelo Especial in hand. It's time to play for the World Cup.
In Jacksonville, we love our sports. You might say we flip out over them. Football, baseball, soccer, hockey, basketball, golf, and there's our outdoor game, fishing, surfing, and just chilling. There's so much to do, it will make your head spin. But keep your cap on because Visit Jacksonville has you covered. Check out visitjacksonville.com/locals or download the Visit Jax app and stay on the ball for all the upcoming sports events in Jax. Go local, go sports. Jacksonville, the flip side of Florida.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is what a meltdown. What a meltdown by the Spurs.
The worst.
The worst ever, man. I mean, that's why you stay and you stay intense to the end. And when I was at Miami, I'm going to tell you, we used to get, dealt a bad hand because we ran the score up on people. But Jimmy said, pouring on them and never let up. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to choke them out until the game is over.
Choke them out.
Choke them out till the game's over. The Spurs didn't do it, bro. They
had it.
They kept the oxygen tank available, and they resuscitated them, and they won the game. Hey, Jaguars did the same thing last year with Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Let them back in the game.
And just to give you an idea, the Spurs are the only. This is a saucy. The Spurs are the only team in NBA history to have 76 or more points in the first half, and then 30 or fewer in the second half.
Saucy
in
nubs.
Any game, regular season or the playoffs. Oh, my gosh, that's not good. 76 or more first half, 30 or less in the second half. They went right in the toilet.
Right.
Terrible.
So my golden moment is, we talked about this a week ago before the series even started, and I think we might have started addressing it again with Jalen Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
They win this series, he's going to be high on those greatest Knicks ever list. I'll tell you that right now. He'll be high. He will. The work he's done in this series is 44 minutes last night. 44 running the point and scoring for them.
It is pretty simple that if you want to talk about lore and what they haven't had. And
3 turnovers in 44 minutes.
You have to go from the early 70s to the next century before you have a trophy that you can hoist. If they do win it, well, then hell yeah. He goes into Knicks lore forever.
Well, let me ask you this question.
And how about OG? How about OG Anunoby?
I'm just going to ask you, OG, who's the
but OG's just Lorenzo Charles is what he is.
But still,
that's the same play. Same play, same person.
If they win the series, you give it to OG or you give it to Brunson?
Yeah. Okay. But here's what happened last night, okay? At the end.
Is OG not literally Lorenzo Charles? Remember the NC State national championship game when he just took the short heave by Wittenberg and dunked it? And that was it?
No.
Well, he's scoring points, too.
He scored 30 points last night.
I get that. He scored 33, actually. I get it.
Yeah, 30 plus is what I mean. And so, yeah, we should not ignore that at all. And he's creeping into the MVP conversation, I would say, based on what he's been able to do. So that's where they are. But when you think about it, they need to make sure that they don't let their foot off the gas. Now they've shook San Antonio just a little bit. You might be able to say that. Okay.
Shook is right. Look at the cat drug in.
Yeah, oh yeah. Matty, the Modelo man.
Matty cut his hair.
Yeah, he's looking sharp. He's wearing his Modelo tank top or his soccer jersey. I thought it was a tank top to begin with. All right, so with the golden moment, that's down at Atlantic Beach, and now we're up here in beautiful Jacksonville Beach at Casa Maria, close to closing up hours, but you know they're going to get it going. Modelo girls will be here from 2 to 4 this afternoon, handing out free Modelos, free Modelo swag. So come on to Casa Maria. I saw Jonathan and his wife, I think it's Janine, coming through earlier, and they're coming back to make sure they set up. Anyway, diehard 1010XLers, so shout out to them. And if you guys want to drop on by and hang out here, you definitely can as you get ready for the match will be coming up. So the kind of sum total of what we've been doing as far as this NBA Finals is concerned is it was a little bit of shock and awe game one when New York took it. It was a little bit of shock and awe with what happened with Wemby at the end of the second game, and New York took it again. Then you have to at least keep the shock and awe theme going when San Antonio takes the first up in New York. And then it's still a shock and awe with a 27-point lead only to see San Antonio lose it. This series is definitely delivering a lot of stuff that we have not expected.
Yeah. Does it go 7?
I'm hoping.
I'm hoping too. Just for the mere drama of it all.
Because
the Spurs can still win this thing. I'm telling you they can.
Yeah, they could.
Well, they can, but that means they have to go back up to New York and do it again over a full 48 minutes.
Oh, but they've been the better team.
They need one win in New York. One more win in New York. That's all they need.
True, but it's a best of 3 right now. So when you not best of 3, obviously.
No, they just have
New
to
York
win
only
one.
needs one
But you
game.
gotta-
Yeah.
But
But
you
know
gotta
what I mean.
win 3.
Yeah. New York only needs one game. So, and I'm simply saying that when you look at the way things have gone, it has been a surprise almost every single time. The way either it has finished or unfolded.
Yeah, they've blown all three losses. They blew all 3 of them.
Yeah,
they blew all 3 of them. I mean, you could conceivably argue they should have swept them.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, in the first half, maybe.
No,
Except
I mean, in
for
each
two.
game they blew the game.
Well,
would you agree with that, JJ? They blew every game they've lost. They've blown.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, they
you
had
could easily say
double-digit
they
leads
swept.
early in every game. I think the coach is a dumbass. Like, it's crazy. You would never fire a coach after you get to the NBA Finals. But, man, I feel like you could replace him with almost any other coach in the NBA, and they'd be winning this series.
You're saying what in the hell in the name of Popovich is going on is what you're saying.
I mean,
yeah.
Drag his ass back out there. Have him coach.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, bro. He don't look good.
He doesn't.
No, but
he does not look good.
But yeah, you know how to. It's tough for coaches to close games out. It really doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. And in the case of the NBA, there's so many opportunities late in games to quick score and use the timeouts that you have and put yourself right back in position to close out a 7 or 8 point advantage. It just happens so dang fast. And in the case of what happened last night, to be up that big and then go right back out and think you're just going to keep raining in threes, like the example that JJ gave earlier, you don't just come out of the locker room and not try and preserve clock and run some points into the paint instead of just hoisting 3 balls.
Well, you don't
left
chuck
and
like
right.
8 straight threes, missing all of them. At some point, like after 4 straight, you got to call timeout and say, "What are you guys doing?"
But let's not forget,
get the ball to the 7'5" guy,
Dude, and at the end of the game, how he was just holding on to those timeouts, like he was, dude, what the heck, man? You have to stop the bleeding. You got to call a play for Wemby. You got to get an easy basket for your team. Instead,
Or
you're
at least
just
a
letting
foul.
Fox out there just throw the ball all over the freaking place.
Just force him to foul, put him on the line.
And both of these teams reined in 3-pointers that didn't hit for stretches and would not stop trying to do it. New York did it in the first loss
Right, but the Spurs are on the road here. Like they can't fool around. If you're
Not with that advantage.
If you're at home, you can shoot because you think you can always get it back. Not on the road, man. You can't keep chucking on the road. No way.
Yeah. Massive. All right, we will wrap up with a couple of more thoughts as far as the Jaguars are concerned. Don't forget World Cup action right here at Casa Maria Restaurant. It is 2429 South 3rd Street, right diagonally across from the Gate gas station at the red light. You'll be able to see it's a strip plaza, and then you walk to the back and you'll see the beautiful patio and the restaurant inside. Casa Maria.
XL Primetime, driven by big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle.
At the Y, there's no place like this place. More than just a gym, the YMCA is a community where support, connection, and your well-being come first. And now, getting started is easier than ever with Your Rate, an income-based, affordable membership designed to fit your lifestyle and your budget so you can focus on what really matters, feeling better, moving more, and connecting with others. Join today and discover a place where you truly belong. Learn more about Your Rate at fcymca.org.
Hi, this is Dr. George Bari, an orthopedic surgeon who is fellowship trained in sports medicine. If you are a young athlete or a weekend warrior, I treat you with the care and expertise that is needed to diagnose and treat your injury. Come see me at Bari Orthopedics to get the care that you need.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com. And follow Doc on Instagram at Dr.GeorgeBari.
Homeowners, is your home storm ready? Now during the storm season sale at Renewal by Anderson, you buy one window or door and get one 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. There's never been a better time to protect your home before the next storm. But this offer ends June 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Bud Light and everyone at Anheuser-Busch want to remind you to get home safely every time. People are counting on you, on the road and at home. Plan ahead with safe rides, and don't forget to hydrate between beers. Bud Light encourages everyone to enjoy responsibly and socialize safely.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Hey gang, Prosser here. Have you been thinking about selling your home and you haven't pulled the trigger? Let me tell you about Chad and Sandy and the experts that will help you make that decision. Mortgage rates have dropped. They're expected to move lower. Home sales momentum is building, so now's the time to get your home ready to maximize your sales price. It's time to call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Need to sell now, need to sell fast, need max price. Check, check, check. Chad and Sandy have the science behind it. Using their proprietary Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Jonathan writes from Mount Pleasant. The only thing standing between me and my dream of hitting the road in my RV was selling my Mount Pleasant home. After hearing Chad and Sandy on the radio, I gave them a call. The results were unreal. In just 3 days, I had multiple offers at full asking price. So can you. Call the local experts I trust and recommend. Call Chad and Sandy, 414-6200, or ChadAndSandy.com.
Buying a home with a septic system? Then there's one step you absolutely cannot skip, the inspection. Know for sure before you close. Call Duck Duck Rooter, Northeast Florida's only master septic contractor with the experience to inspect your system the right way, so there are no surprises later. Right now, take $50 off a full septic system inspection, including a detailed report. The small step that can save you from a big mistake.
When you're stuck, call the duck. 904-862-6769.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Y ahora, niños, después de la escuela, a bailar.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Love the vibe.
The party's starting, man.
Starting
to fill up here.
JJ's kicking out the music, and they will be here. They will be here fired up and ready to go with Mexico and South Africa, the first of the World Cup matches, 3 o'clock this afternoon. And the Modelo girls will be out here in just a little bit from like 2 to 4, and they will be hanging out in some free Modelos and some swag. And Matt, our Modelo cat, just dropped in, and he just handed off some cool swag to XL Primetime, which we totally appreciate that. I don't have any idea. JJ, you should at least predict who you think the winner of the World Cup will be right now, based on all of the podcast work that you've put in, including a live late show tomorrow night after U.S. and Paraguay go final.
I'm going with Cape Verde. No, France. France to me, it's either going to be one of 4 teams. I think France,
Germany,
Spain, England, Portugal. So any one of those teams, I wouldn't be surprised would win. But anyone outside of those 4, to me, would be a shocker.
I'm going to go with Portugal. I'm going to go with Portugal.
Yeah? You like it?
I like it.
So Germany and
Feels
England,
good.
not so much.
I said England.
Oh, you did? Okay.
But not Germany. Not this Germany, no.
Really? Why?
This team is that first of all, they don't have a striker like a goal scorer. All the other main countries do. De
Bruyne is not playing?
De Bruyne is from Belgium, and he's not a striker, and he is playing.
Oh, he's a scorer.
Other than that, yes.
Wait, what does he play? I thought
He's
he was,
a
I thought he was
midfielder.
a sweeper. Oh, midfielder. All right.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Flo Balogun.
Exactly.
Okay? He is the 24-year-old for the United States.
Other than that, I nailed it.
A superstar. from Nigeria, superstar, and we'll find out whether or not he can lead the U.S. Through the group and getting out of the group. Very likely, very possible.
It's key that we win the group. That is key, because if you win the group, then you get an easy road in the next knockout or the first knockout round against like a team who finished third in their group who's probably going to suck. So if you finish second, you have to play a way better team in the knockout round. So if we finish first,
you get Trinidad and Tobago.
They're not in it, and Trinidad and Tobago, that's not a good joke for U.S. fans because they've knocked us out of a World Cup before, in qualifying.
That's right.
Which is just nuts when you think about it. But it should be, I would think, great theater, a lot of fun. They're using the big stadiums. You've got, when is the one up in Atlanta? I'm not quite sure, but you have, of course, the Meadowlands for the final. They're out west. They're in Houston. They're in a lot of different spots for the first handful of World
Something
Cup
happened
matches.
to that. I don't know what the World Cup did or how they did it, but it's not called Mercedes Stadium in Atlanta for this event. It's just called Atlanta Stadium.
Interesting.
I don't know what happened, but I can guarantee you Mercedes-Benz
They probably buy the
happy
rights
about it.
No, I think LA SoFi is the same thing. They're calling it LA Stadium.
I think the people who threw a lot of millions at those stadiums are not happy right now.
That's negotiated, and it is crazy when you think about it. All right, let's shift from Casa Maria over to Lynch's.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Helmets and heels set up just down the road as they are at Lynch's Irish Pub. And I know the scene has got to be building there. Taylor Dahl joins us now. You agree with that?
Oh, yeah. This is the spot. If you've never watched a soccer game at Lynch's, you're definitely missing out because this place gets absolutely insane. They have the full big screen pulled down over the stage, sound on, in addition to all of the other TVs. And if you don't know, it's my favorite bar in Jacksonville. If you know Taylor at all, you know I'm here all the time, probably way too much. It's like pretty much Wrigleyville and Lynch's, my favorite places on the planet. So that's just kind of how it goes. But the environment's so much fun, and it's just kicking off here. But I'm excited that you placed us here, Joe.
This is the house of Mary.
Yeah.
That's the house of TD.
You got that right.
Yes.
So they will be there from 2 to 4. As we said, it kicks off at 3 o'clock, and they will have all sorts of things going on there. Michelob Ultra setting them up there with Ultra specials as we are looking forward to really the whole town enjoying all this. All right, Taylor, we will be listening. Thanks, and have fun.
Thanks, guys. Have fun.
All right, so we do shift from, like I said, I got my panel of beers, courtesy of the original NFG. So I like them all.
All right, so hang on. We have an answer from our boys on the text line.
Okay.
Our guys and gals, I should say. As for the sponsors on these stadiums, FIFA doesn't allow logos of sponsors to be visible if they don't directly sponsor the World Cup, which is why you'll see all these stadiums covering them up with banners.
They must have agreed to whatever it was that they could do. We say thanks to Casa Maria and Modelo. Don't forget, they will be here throughout the match this afternoon with free Modelos, free swag. They got all sorts of things going on with the Modelo girls. So drop on by Casa Maria right here on South 3rd Street. We enjoyed it, that's for sure. Thanks to Augustine for hosting us here, JJ for taking care of us there, Joe C., Matty Hayes, Big Sirs. You guys enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. Getting you ready